you just said something about online bullying. Tell us about what exactly happened around that and how you confronted those bullies.
Well, for me, it doesn't matter what size I was, whether I was a size 2 or 4 when I was playing or 16, 18, at times when I retired, when I struggled with my mental health and everything that I went through. It doesn't really matter what the reasons are. I kind of always felt like I and a lot of other people, and especially women and girls, would get judged on that.
Mm-hmm.
And I have put a piece into Fearless of one of the articles written all the way back in 2005 when I was actually in very, very good shape. Uh, and maybe, literally 5-10% off my best. And there was an article written saying, Jelena would be wise not to have any Christmas pudding going into the Australian Open. And that was back in 2005.
I can't believe that journalists, like trolls, are dickheads. I can't understand them either. But this is a professional who is writing under their name in a paper that should be respected. Is allowed to do that. I interviewed last year Liesl Jones, the swimmer.
Yes.
And she had the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, how is this possible?
But it's been around.
And then editors see it and go, yeah, that's fine. We'll put that through.
Well, it's been around for longer than we think, actually. Yeah. And it's another thing that kind of used to be normal. And while you might say, there's still that around today. Yeah, there is. But tell you what, if that article came out today, and certainly if it came out about me, it would be a very different story. So my whole thing with body shaming, which is what I've faced, especially the last few years, has been around the Australian Open, the coverage, the summer, because you're on the screens, and just even in general as a public person. And I think for me, definitely, I've gone from a size 4 to a size 16 and 18, which I've been very open about since I've retired from tennis, and nothing that I've ever been not honest about or hiding. And I was body shamed, I was bullied, I was abused, I was trolled, and I started to speak up about it in the last couple of years. I did it 3 years ago, 2 years ago.
Like on social media?
Yes, on social media. And it got so much support and coverage. But this year I did it again because I got really vile messages, and this was one that really...
Are these just people writing on your page or something?
This was on DMs, this was comments, this was on Twitter as well, that I'm not on Twitter, but I saw it. So there was one that said, and this is fascinating to me because it's just so actually fascinating in a way that it's disturbing, writing that even though I'm a good commentator, or no matter what a good commentator I am, that knowing that I'm a size 16 or 18, that person can't listen to me knowing that, in his words, I'm fat. So disturbing. So it basically tells us that it doesn't matter if you're smart, if you're a good person, if you're a hardworking person, if you're good in your job or your area of expertise, you will always just get judged based on what size you are. So I spoke up about that. It got a lot of, obviously, media attention, but everyone really kind of stood up, whether you were a tennis fan or not. The media as well, writing articles, columns. It was amazing. It was excellent and really supportive. But I felt like, okay, you know what? We kind of turned a corner here. We're actually talking about this now, but talking about it more. I tackled it at a very difficult time during the Australian Open when we're so busy. All eyes are on us, a lot of pressure to perform well, to do your job well. And I took it on. And again, not even just for myself, but I was like, that 14-year-old girl somewhere is going to go through the same thing. Someone is going to body shame her. Whether you are, and I've had people write to me that battle anorexia, bulimia, or people that are a size 18. It doesn't matter. It's both ends of the spectrum. Body shaming is not okay.